So I was just forcibly outed at work today, and I'm going to try not to cry throughout this video, but I'm very emotional because it was probably one of the worst things I'd ever experienced and one of my biggest fears.
I came across this video yesterday on Twitter. It's sort of going viral. It's basically the all too common chick sitting in her car, sort of letting loose, crying about all her problems. And let me just make this clear from the start. I am not bullying this chick. This is not a bully. But I thought this was worth talking about because this is every parent's worst nightmare. Or one of their worst nightmares anyway. What you're about to see is a young, presumably healthy, not unattractive girl. I mean, we can talk about hairstyles and general presentation, but the bones are there, as my grandfather would say. Sitting in her car having a mental breakdown over being dead-named. Now, dead-naming is a thing where transgenders get called their old names. And apparently that's very hurtful, it's very traumatic, and it hurts their feelings. But the way this chick fucking carries on, it's almost like someone just like offed her family or something. Anyway, we'll get straight into it. Let's go!
So I'm trans. Ugh, I know, right? Gross.
No, not necessarily. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are gross trans people, but there's gross normal people too. But in most cases, especially cases like this, I struggle to understand what trans actually means. Like, what are they talking about when they say trans? Now, I'm no psychologist, but my guess is what she actually means is that she likes to wear a goofy hairstyle. She likes to present a little bit differently. Maybe she's a tomboy and she gets up every morning and she sprinkles herself with some magic fairy dust and goes, I'm part of the LGBTQIA+++ movement. I'm offended by everything and I'm a victim. And it fucking shows just in the way she goes, I'm trans. I know. Ew. Gross. Anyway, let's let her breathe. Let's let her talk.
I don't talk about it because it's not a big part of my identity. I'm just a guy. I'm just Ren. Like, it's whatever. And I live in the South, and a lot of people are bigots and a lot of people are mean, so I don't go around telling people. And I work with a lot of people. The staff I work with is really big. So I don't tell people that I'm trans because the questions and the bigotry I would experience, it would just be ridiculous. But the only thing I do is I don't go by my dead name. I go by Ren everywhere. In the system, at work, it's Ren. I can be like misgendered all day long, but I cannot go by my dead name. It's like, I haven't done it in years. It will put me in a place. I just won't do it.
A name will put you in a place, will put you in this place? Having a breakdown in your car? I mean, she said she's just a guy called Ren. Let me tell you, Ren, about being a guy. I have been called some of the most horrendous, offensive, degrading, shocking, humiliating names in my life. Like, do you kiss your mother with those fucking lips sort of names? And that's just by my best mates. Guys don't have a mental fucking breakdown in their cars because they were called a name they don't like. You're quirky, you're different, okay. That's cool, Ren. You can be called Ren if you want. But like I said, this is fairy dust. This isn't a man. This is someone who's been caught up in a social contagion, and like I said at the start of this video, it's every parent's worst nightmare. Because what is an otherwise healthy, semi-attractive girl is now just this fucking broken heap of nerves in her car having a meltdown. This is a person who wants victim status. Continue.
Yesterday, I'm walking around and my manager comes up to me and she's like, hi, Ren, or should I say blank, dead name? And I go, I'm gonna say it's Jane, which is nowhere near my dead name, by the way, so don't even try. She's like, hi, Ren, or should I say Jane? I go, let's not do that. Like, I'm laughing, and I said, let's not do that. I don't go by that name for a reason. Let's just keep it a Ren. But why? It's so pretty. But it's so pretty. And I say, yeah, I just don't like it. Let's just keep it a Ren. Are you sure, Jane? Are you sure? I say, listen, okay. I'm trans.
See, there's that magic fairy dust again. I'm trans. Therefore, any slight infraction will offend the shit out of me. The manager was probably just dealing with some fucking tax documents or something, saw your legal name and brought it up because she thought it was pretty. I don't think she was being malicious, and even if she was, what's a bit of hazing? Who gives a fuck? One of my old buddies' names is Fuckbucket. I think his actual name's Brett, but I didn't know that for fucking years. To all of us, he was Fuckbucket. Now, I don't think he chose fuck bucket. That's just the name he was given. I refer to my wife as Tits or Sugar Tits if I'm being formal. I mean, her actual name, like the name her daddy gave her, is Annette. My grandfather called her Anita for fucking years. We corrected him for like, I don't know, 3-4 years, but it just stuck. In the end, she was just like, yes, Pops, it's Anita. Hi, how you going? When I was in boarding school, I had 2 nicknames. The first was Hanson, because I had long blonde hair.
Fucking Hanson.
The other one was Teddy Bear, which I think morphed into Bearing somehow. My point is, you can rarely control the names people call you. And if you get all crushed up about it, you're not gonna have a very happy life.
The next day I show up, not even like 5-10 minutes into my shift, some guy who I don't like that much comes up to me. So what's Ren short for? Nothing. It's just Ren, which I've been asked so many times. Or, are you, so it's like, what's your real name? Nothing. Just Ren. But like, come on, tell me, what's your real name? And I'm laughing at this point. I'm like, seriously, it's just Ren. Like, there's no real name. And he keeps asking me. He goes about 3 or 4 times before I start being serious. I'm like, listen, it's not funny. It's not a joke. I'm not, like, it's just Ren. Just leave it alone. Literally, just leave it alone. And at the same exact moment, one of my friends who had been standing next to him, I know this person outside of work, like we have each other's socials outside of work, sits there, I shit you the fuck not, and goes, isn't your name Jane?
Yeah, that's because to a relatively normal person, it's not that big a deal. You're only in your head about it because of that magic fairy dust, and it's unhealthy, man. Look at you. You're in your car. You're crying about it. You're having a mental breakdown. Over what? A noise. A noise that came out of someone's mouth. Good God.
And I'm looking at him, and I'm like, are you serious right now? I'm not joking. And the original guy who kept asking me didn't realize that my friend had actually said my real fucking dead name. And so we kept what's your real name? What's your real name? And at this point, my voice is shaking. And I'm like, listen, this isn't a joke. Because they're also laughing at me. And I'm like, this is not a joke. You guys need to stop. I will go to HR. I will go to management. Like, this is not funny.
Can you imagine that HR meeting? And yes, I'm aware that I pronounce my H's with a at the start. It's just what I know. It's how I was brought up. In any case, I'm a strong believer that the pronunciation of a letter should start with the sound that letter makes. For instance, T or B or K or W.
I'm retarded?
But can you imagine being that HR chick? Because let's face it, it's a fucking chick. You're sitting in your office and all of a sudden Ren fronts up and goes, I've got a problem. And you go, oh, g'day Ren, you better make it quick. I'm up to my fucking areolas in forms here. And she goes, I need to report a travesty. And the HR chick's like, is Creed shitting in your purse again? No, nothing like that. People are calling me names. No. Did Jim call you a silly whore? No. Did Dwight call you a dumb slut? No, nothing like that. People are calling me Jane. Like Jane, as in your legal fucking name, Jane. Like the name that's on all your tax documents, your employment contract, etc. Yes, they're calling me Jane. Listen, Jane, I'm working my fucking clitoris off here trying to get all these fucking TPS reports done. Would you come back to me when you got a real fucking problem? That's exactly how that HR meeting would go. Or, you know, there'd be tissues and harassment reports and whatever. You never know these days.
And then my friend sits there and he's laughing and I'm like, you never do that shit ever again. He's like, what? What's the problem? What's the problem? And I'm like, you just said my fucking dead name in front of him. And he goes, what? Is Jane your dead name? I go, are you gonna seriously sit here and pretend like you didn't know? He's like, no, I guessed that.
Yeah, because he's shitting his pants. He's realised, oh my God, this broad is fucking insane. If I don't duck and weave my way out of this, I'm going to be called into Areola's office. It's going to be a big thing. Fuck me.
And I get called in by a manager. This asshole went to 2 managers and told them everything. So now it's gone from 0 people as of 2 days ago to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 because somebody else was involved in the discussion. this manager starts trying to be like, oh, he just guessed it, like, blah, 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 like, trying to defend him, and I'm sitting there like, no, I told him to stop. It wasn't just him, it was also somebody else. Like, this is, I just want to go home.
Yeah, if I was the manager, I'd be like, look, you have as many days off as you need. In fact, I think this place might be just too toxic for you. This is a us problem, not a you problem. This toxic environment does not deserve your presence. I mean, look, I will say this. If she was like visibly upset, God knows, I think it's dumb. I think it's ridiculous that she would get that upset. But if you're doing something that's making someone visibly upset, then you should probably stop doing that thing. But if the thing making you this upset is your legal name, then you've got to harden the fuck up.
And they kept trying to get me to stay. Tried to guilt me into staying, be like, we had somebody call out, blah, blah, blah. And I tried. I sat there. I was trying to be good about it. And then I just ended up fucking sobbing. I could not stop sobbing. And so I like, listen, I'm uncomfortable. I need to go home. And they tried to guilt me and make me feel bad. I was sitting there. I have a specific job, but I completed. I was like, I can stay for just a little bit and complete what I have, and then I'm gonna go. And they were like, okay, sure, yeah, fine. So I go to my little private room. They follow me. The two managers that have been told about this follow me in there, and they start sitting there like, all right, so since he's gonna be going, we're gonna need to do this and this and this and this, and they start like listening and like trying to like figure out a game plan to like tackle how I'm gonna be gone. And I'm sitting there just like, okay, I'm still fucking leaving. Fuck you guys.
Well, you sound like a dream employee. You're sitting there sobbing uncontrollably over a dead name, over your legal name. They're just trying to figure out how they're going to get their shit done. And you're like, fuck you, I'm leaving. I'm too distraught to stay. Like, do you not see how infantile this is? You got to get over this shit. Like I said, this is every parent's worst nightmare. I would hate it if my daughter grew up to be this. I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to bully this chick. I've even blurred out her TikTok name. I'm not trying to send hate her way or anything like that, but this is just incredible.
As I'm completing what I have already had done, they start adding more work. And adding more. I'm losing it. Like times I'm just losing it. And then I finally finish. And then I go upstairs to clock out, and I have to tell somebody I'm clocking out, and I hear one of the managers, and I go around the corner to tell her I'm leaving. And she's sitting eating lunch with the two fucking assholes that started all of this.
And what did you want exactly? Did you want the manager to swear a blood oath against these people? Workers caught eating lunch together. What an atrocity. This is starting to get real sad. Let's finish this up.
And I just don't fucking understand why people give a fuck. Why do people care about what the fuck is my actual dead name? It's not a big deal. I'm just Ren. It's just fucking Ren, and it doesn't fucking matter.
It kind of seems like it matters, Ren. Have you tried reversing that statement? Who gives a fuck about your dead name? Why would it matter if someone uses your dead name?
And they wear like some special little medallion of like, oh, I figured out something secret. And whenever you tell people you're trans, they act like that anyways. And you get that earlier on. Everybody always wants to just figure it out. And they always like, it just like literally it's plagued my entire fucking life. And I don't understand why people give a fuck. Like, it's just Ren. Who gives a fuck? It's literally God. And then the second you tell people you're trans, they'll start misgendering you even if they didn't do it before. And like it changes their entire perspective about you. And it's so fucking frustrating that now this is happening to me because I really liked this job.
You gotta get off that magic dust, Ren. Just give up the magic dust. I bet you'll find your life is like 1,000% better without it. I mean, I genuinely hope that this chick sort of outgrows this phase and looks back at this video in like 5 or 10 years and goes, wow, that was fucking dumb. Whatever was I thinking? What an annoying person. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. Leave your comments down below or at my Twitter. It's @bear_ing. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Ta-ta. Bye-bye.
Recession!